Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the English Learning Podcast, the podcast, where we help you speak English with confidence, step by step. I'm Jason.
And I'm Julia. We're so happy you're here with us today. If you're someone who dreams of becoming fluent in English but doesn't know exactly how to get there, you're in the right place.
Absolutely. Today's episode is a really important one. We're talking about something every English learner wants to know. What is the only way to become fluent in English?
That's right. There are so many tips and tricks out there. People often feel confused or even frustrated because they try so many methods but don't see results. So today, we're going to simplify it.
Yep, we're breaking it all down. We'll talk about what fluency really means, the mistakes learners make, and finally, the one powerful method that truly works.
And the best part? You don't need to live in an English-speaking country or have a perfect grammar book. You just need the right mindset and daily habits.
So, grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's get started on your journey to real English fluency. So, before we jump into how to become fluent, let's ask an important question. What does it actually mean to be fluent in English? Julia, how would you describe fluency?
That's a great question. Many people think fluency means speaking perfect English like a native speaker, but actually fluency is not about being perfect. It's about being comfortable and natural when you speak.
Exactly. If you can speak without stopping too much, express your thoughts clearly, and understand others when they talk to you, you are fluent even if you make a few small mistakes.
Right. Making mistakes is a natural part of speaking any language, even your first language. Fluency is more about communication than perfection.
Yes, and here's something many learners don't realize. You don't need a huge vocabulary to be fluent. You just need the words that help you express your everyday ideas.
That's true. Some of the most fluent speakers use simple words very well. It's not about using fancy or difficult vocabulary. It's about using the words you know in a confident and flexible way.
Also, fluency isn't just about speaking fast. Many people believe that fast speakers are fluent, but fluency means you speak smoothly and clearly, not quickly.
Exactly, and fluency is not only about speaking, it's also about listening, thinking in English, and even understanding how people really talk in real life, like with expressions, tone, and emotion.
So, to all our listeners, if you can speak without too much pausing, understand others, and keep a conversation going, even with mistakes, you're on your way to fluency.
And remember, fluency is a journey, not a destination. You don't wake up one day and suddenly become fluent. It builds slowly over time with regular practice.
That's so true. And now that we understand what fluency really means, let's talk about why it can feel so hard to reach and what gets in the way. Now that we've talked about what fluency really means, let's be honest, many learners struggle to reach that point. Julia, what are some common struggles you've seen?
Oh, there are quite a few. One of the biggest is fear of speaking. Many learners are afraid to open their mouth because they think they'll say something wrong or that others will laugh.
Yes, that fear can be really strong. But the truth is, making mistakes is normal. It's how we learn. Even native speakers make mistakes sometimes.
Exactly. Another big challenge is thinking in your native language first, and then trying to translate everything into English. That slows you down and makes speaking feel harder.
Right. When you translate in your head, you lose confidence and often get stuck. To become fluent, you need to start thinking directly in English, even if it's just simple thoughts.
Also, many learners feel they don't know enough words to speak. But fluency doesn't need 10,000 words. You can communicate a lot with just a few hundred basic words used in the right way.
That's true. Another problem is not having someone to practice with. If no one around you speaks English, it can feel impossible to improve your speaking.
Yes, and that's a big reason why people stop trying. They feel alone or don't know how to practice by themselves. But later in this episode, we'll share some great ways to practice, even if you're completely alone.
And let's not forget the feeling of low confidence. Some learners think, "I'll never be good enough," and they give up too early.
Oh yes, that's so sad, but common. Many people think fluency is only for smart or talented learners, but actually it's for anyone who stays consistent and keeps practicing.
Exactly. It's not about talent. It's about time, effort, and not being afraid to use your English every day.
So, if you're listening and you faced any of these struggles, fear, no practice partner, low vocabulary, or lack of confidence, you're not alone. These are very common, and they can all be overcome.
Absolutely. And now, let's talk about something really important: the wrong ways many people try to become fluent. Because sometimes, the method we choose can actually make fluency harder. All right, now let's talk about something that really holds learners back: the wrong approaches to learning English. Julia, I think we've both seen this a lot, haven't we?
Yes, way too often. One of the most common mistakes is focusing only on grammar rules. Learners spend hours memorizing grammar, but they don't practice speaking or listening.
Exactly. Grammar is important, of course, but if you only study rules and never use the language in real life, you won't become fluent. You'll just know a lot about English, not how to speak it.
Another wrong approach is trying to learn thousands of difficult words too fast. Some learners think, if I learn more vocabulary, I'll speak better, but that's not how it works.
Right. It's better to learn a few useful words and practice them again and again, in speaking, in writing, in real conversations. That's how vocabulary becomes active, not just passive.
Also, some learners believe that watching English movies or listening to songs is enough. That can help with listening, sure, but without active practice, it's not enough for fluency.
Yes, fluency comes from doing, not just watching or listening. You need to open your mouth, make mistakes, and use English actively every day.
And one last mistake: waiting for the perfect time to start speaking. Some learners think, I'll speak when my English is better, but if you wait, you'll never be ready.
So true. You don't need to be perfect to start. You need to start to get better. Fluency doesn't come after learning. It comes through using what you learn.
So if you're doing any of these things, just grammar, only vocabulary, passive listening, or waiting to speak, don't worry. Now is the perfect time to change your approach.
That's right. And coming up next, we're going to reveal the one real way to become fluent in English, the method that truly works. Okay, we've reached the most important part of this episode, the core message. So Julia, let's say it clearly. What's the only real way to become fluent in English?
Here it is. Plain and simple. The only way to become fluent in English is to use English every day. Not once a week, not only in class, but every single day in small or big ways.
That's it. Fluency is not a secret, and it's not magic. It's daily use of the language. The more you use it, the more comfortable you become. That's how fluency builds. Like a muscle.
Yes, think of learning English like going to the gym. If you exercise once a week, you don't get strong. But if you work out a little every day, you build strength. It's the same with your English skills.
That's a perfect example. Now, let's break that down. What does using English every day really look like?
It can be simple. You can speak out loud to yourself in the mirror. You can describe your day in English. You can watch a short video and repeat what you hear. You can write a short paragraph or even think in English.
Yes, and if you have a speaking partner, that's great. But if you don't, it's still okay. There are many ways to practice alone, like shadowing, recording yourself, or repeating English podcasts.
The key is, don't just study English. Use it. Use the words you know. Make sentences. Practice expressing your real thoughts and feelings in English, even if it's just to yourself.
And don't wait to feel ready. That's a trap. You'll never feel ready if you don't start. The way to become ready is by starting.
I love that. And remember, even 15 minutes a day is powerful. You don't need hours. Just 15 to 30 minutes of real, active English use every day will change your life over time.
That's how fluency is built: daily habits, not big one-time efforts. So, to our listeners, if you're serious about becoming fluent, make English a part of your life every day.
Yes, speak it, think it, listen to it, write in it. Do something in English every single day, and you will see results. Not in 1 week, but slowly, surely, and for real.
Beautifully said. This is the most important message we want to share today. If you remember just one thing from this podcast, remember this: fluency is not a goal you reach someday. Fluency is something you build every day.
Absolutely. And now, let's talk about how to do this in a practical way, how to create your daily fluency routine, even if you're busy.
Now that we've talked about the importance of daily practice, let's get practical. Many people say, "But Jason, I don't have anyone to speak English with." So, Julia, can someone really practice speaking alone?
Yes, absolutely. You don't need a partner to practice speaking. There are many creative and effective ways to train your speaking skills by yourself. And today, we'll share some of the best.
All right. Tip number 1, talk to yourself in English. It might feel a little silly at first, but it's powerful. You can describe what you're doing, what you're thinking, or even talk about your day.
That's such a good habit. For example, while cooking, you can say, "I'm cutting the onions. Now I'm adding salt." Or you can say, "Today was a long day. I went to the market and saw an old friend." Just keep the words flowing.
Exactly. Tip number 2, mirror practice. Stand in front of the mirror and speak out loud. This helps you build confidence, improve your pronunciation, and get used to hearing your own voice in English.
And you can even pretend you're having a conversation. Ask yourself questions like, "How was your day?" Then answer in full sentences. It trains both sides of the brain, speaking and responding.
I love that. Tip number 3, shadowing. This means listening to a native speaker and repeating what they say immediately after, like an echo. It's great for rhythm, pronunciation, and fluency.
Yes, you can use short YouTube videos, podcasts, or movie clips. Choose a sentence, pause, and then repeat it exactly as you heard it. Try to match the tone, stress, and speed.
Tip number 4, record yourself. Pick a topic, speak for 1 or 2 minutes, and record it. Then listen back and notice what sounds good and what you want to improve. It's like coaching yourself.
That's one of my favorite tips. You'll be surprised how quickly you improve when you hear yourself regularly. And over time, your confidence grows because you track your progress.
So true. And here's a bonus tip: use AI tools or apps that can speak with you. There are English practice apps where you can have simulated conversations, and that helps a lot too.
In the end, the goal is this: use your voice every day. You don't need perfect grammar. You just need to speak, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Your fluency depends on your daily action.
So if you're listening and you don't have a partner, don't worry. You have everything you need: your voice, your mind, and a little time each day.
Exactly. And coming up next, we'll show you how to create a simple, powerful daily routine for fluency, one that you can stick to, even with a busy life.
Now, let's talk about something that many people underestimate: listening. Julia, how important is listening when it comes to becoming fluent in English?
It's incredibly important, Jason. Listening is the foundation of speaking. Before we can speak well, we need to hear how the language sounds, how native speakers use it naturally.
Exactly. When you listen often, whether it's podcasts, YouTube videos, movies, or conversations, you're training your ears to understand real English, the rhythm, the tone, and common expressions.
Yes, and the more you listen, the more you start to notice patterns. You hear the same words and phrases again and again, and they start to stick in your brain. Later, you'll find yourself saying them naturally.
It's like filling your brain with good input. And one of the best ways to improve your speaking is to listen actively, not just for fun, but with focus.
That's right. Try this. Listen to a short clip, pause, and repeat what you hear. Or write down phrases that sound useful. This connects your listening and speaking skills together.
And don't worry if you don't understand everything. That's normal. Just keep listening. Every day. Even 5 or 10 minutes can make a difference.
So remember, if you want to speak better, start by listening more, because the more English you hear, the more natural your English will become when you speak.
Well said, Julia. Now, let's move into something very helpful: how to create your own daily fluency routine, step by step. Let's now talk about something very practical: daily habits. Julia, what kind of small daily actions can really help someone build fluency over time?
Great question, Jason. Building fluency isn't about big efforts once in a while. It's about small habits you repeat every day. For example, one simple habit is to speak out loud for 5 minutes each morning, even just describing your plans for the day.
I like that. Another easy one: listen to an English podcast or video every day, even while walking, cooking, or commuting. Make English part of your environment.
Exactly. And here's another habit: write one short paragraph in English every night. It could be a journal, your thoughts, or even a message to a friend. Writing helps you organize your English.
Yes, and you can also review new words daily. Learn 5 new words or phrases and try to use them in your speaking or writing. It's better to use fewer words well than to memorize too many and forget them.
That's so true. And here's one more: set a daily English goal. Just one. Like, today I will talk to myself in English for 3 minutes, or today I will listen to a podcast and repeat 10 sentences. It gives you focus and a sense of progress.
So, listeners, remember, fluency is built by consistent, small steps. Choose a few of these habits, stick with them, and your English will grow stronger every day.
Yes, keep it simple, keep it daily, and most of all, keep it fun and part of your life.
Up next, we'll talk about something just as important: mindset, and how your thinking affects your English journey. Let's be honest, sometimes learning English feels hard. You feel stuck, tired, or even like giving up. Julia, what can learners do to stay motivated during those tough times?
You're right, Jason. Everyone feels that way sometimes. The key is to remember why you started. Maybe it's for a better job, travel, school, or to connect with people. Keep that reason close. It gives you strength.
Yes, and it's okay to have slow days. Learning a language is not a straight line. Some days you feel great, other days not so much. That's normal. What matters is that you don't stop.
Exactly. Also, celebrate small wins. Maybe today you understood a full video or used a new phrase correctly. That's progress. Be proud of every step forward.
And here's something powerful: surround yourself with English that inspires you. Follow English channels you enjoy, listen to topics you love, and be around people who support your journey.
Motivation comes and goes, but discipline keeps you moving. Just keep showing up, every day, even for a few minutes. You are learning more than you think.
Well said, Julia. And now, to wrap up this episode, let's go over a few key takeaways to help our listeners stay on the path to fluency. As we wrap up today's episode, here's the final piece of advice: take it one day at a time. Fluency doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey, and every little bit of effort counts.
Exactly. Don't stress about being perfect. Focus on daily practice, consistency, and enjoying the process. Remember, progress is progress, no matter how small.
So, keep speaking, keep listening, and keep practicing. You've got this. The only way to become fluent is to take those small, consistent steps every single day.
And we're here to help you along the way. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Until then, stay motivated and keep improving, one day at a time. Before we say goodbye, we'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this episode, please take a moment to subscribe to the podcast, like this episode, and share it with friends who are also learning English. Your support helps us keep creating more content to help you reach your goals.
And don't forget to leave a review. Your feedback means a lot and helps us improve the podcast for you. Also, if you want to keep practicing, head over to our YouTube channel and check out all our learning resources.
Remember, learning English is a journey, and we're here to support you every step of the way. So, until next time, keep practicing, stay motivated, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Take care and happy learning.